Hey everyone, Scott Lauber from the Philadelphia Inquirer here with Alex Coffey. We are the baseball writers who cover the Phillies, and we're a few days away from opening day, Friday, at Citizens Bank Park against the Oakland A's. And Alex, lots and lots of stars on this Phillies team, from the reigning MVP Bryce Harper to the almost Cy Young Award winner Zach Wheeler, to newcomers Kyle Schwarber and Nick Castellanos, and JT Realmuto behind the plate, and Rhys Hoskins at first base, and Aaron Nola, the opening day starter. It feels like they have plenty of stars, but what you and I want to talk about today is the non-Phillies stars to watch this season. Who do you got?
So the first one that comes to mind for me is Matt Vierling. He's had a really impressive camp, been tearing the cover off the ball, made a few adjustments with hitting coach Kevin Long that seemed to be really working for him. And now he has opportunity because Odubel Pereira is out for the start of the season. So, it's unclear whether they would platoon Matt Vierling with Mickey Moniak maybe, or just give him a start in center field. But it sounds like he's going to have a real shot to fill that position. So I think that he's the one that comes to mind for me.
Yeah, it's a good one. And I'll tell you, they love the exit velocity off the bat. Like, that was the thing that they were most impressed with last year. He hits the ball really hard. At least he did in his 70 at-bats last year. And they're hoping to see more of that from him this year. I think center field is his. I mean, Mickey Moniak's had a really, really good camp, and certainly has the opportunity to play a little bit, maybe even, especially against tough righties. I'm not sure that they would throw, Matt Vierling out there against Jacob deGrom and say, good luck, kid, hit this righty. You might be better off with a left-handed hitter, but I think he's going to get a chance, Vierling, to play a lot out there in center field and try to make that position his. I'm going to go on the other side of the ball. I'm going to go with pitching, and I'm going to go with Ranger Suarez. Good luck finding a pitcher, including Jacob deGrom, who was better than Suarez in about 100 innings last year. I mean, maybe it was deGrom, and I'll give you a name. And I threw this one at Ranger himself earlier in spring training, Bob Gibson, right? So Bob Gibson was the last pitcher before Ranger Suarez last year to throw 100 innings, make at least 10 starts, and have an ERA below 1.5. So that was in 1968.
Yeah.
And, Ranger, I'd heard that Ranger looked up Bob Gibson after I told him that, and realized who we were talking about, and was like, wow, I'd love to be that guy. He's going to slot in sort of toward the back of the rotation behind when they all get sorted out. Obviously you have Wheeler, you have Nola, you have veterans like Kyle Gibson in the middle there, and Zach Eflin. So Suarez kind of slots in as like the fourth or fifth guy. He's supposed to pitch, lined up to pitch the fourth game of the season. And no one's expecting him to go out and, post an ERA of under 2 in 30 plus starts. But certainly the baseline that he made for himself last year, it shows you that he could be a quality member of the rotation. He could be a contributing member of the rotation. And I'll tell you what, like, if the rotation's healthy, that's a pretty good starting five. It's beyond those five where you begin to get some concerns. But if Ranger Suarez can be the pitcher, any facsimile of the pitcher that he was last year, that's a pretty good guy to put in the middle of your rotation.
Yeah, and it just strikes me how mature his mindset is for his age. It seems like he's kind of got this blend of youthful energy, carefree energy, but also all business when he's on the mound, nothing really seems to faze him. So I think that'll probably help him in a season when there, like we said, there isn't a lot of depth, and there might be a little bit more pressure for him to perform, knowing that there aren't these guys in the minor leagues that they can just, call upon. So
no doubt. And I asked him about that last year, late at the end of the season, because a year ago at this time, he was in, extended spring training, getting his arm stretched out, and he wasn't on the opening day roster, and he didn't come up until the end of April. And when he did, he was a long man in the bullpen, and then he became a setup guy. And then all of a sudden by July, he was closing, and then they put him in the rotation in August. And through all of that, through every role, he had the season that he had. And I said, so you're out there on the mound at Fenway Park in July, trying to close out a game. That's not something you've ever done before. And to go to the point that you made about him kind of being carefree and just how he is, he was just like, yeah, I just made my pitches. I just tried to make my pitches and do my thing. And you really get the feeling that not a whole lot bothers this kid. So, they are very, very excited about what he can bring to the rotation. And they think that as much as all that offense is a strength of theirs, they think the starting five can really be a strength of theirs as well. And we'll see. We'll find out. It all starts this week on Friday at Citizens Bank Park. So for Alex Coffey, I'm Scott Lauber. Please check us out at inquirer.com, and we'll see you soon.